maybe not this one. Hello and welcome everyone to this monthly wrap-up. No, I'm just kidding. I'll come in front of the camera. Hello everyone to the monthly wrap-up for November and October. Larky's in my chair at the moment, so we will see if she relinquishes it to me, and she has, and that's great. Now, it has been some time, a little bit of time, since I've done a monthly wrap-up, and you will see why when I get into the side quest. It's been a while, really, since I've been making consistent content, and this video, like, it's not gonna have the normal energy and like vibes that I normally have in these videos. And yeah, the reason is it's been tough. It's been a tough couple of months. Sorry if you're new here and this is your first video of me that you're watching, but I make all kinds of writing content. I do live streams twice a week, and I also do monthly wrap-up videos. Recently they've been like 2 months at a time. Maybe that just works better for me, I don't know. But this video is divided into 3 parts. Side quest, or all like the personal life, cool things, or just anything that counts as a significant event. That's in the side quest section. Number 2 is some good books I've read, like the really great ones that I would definitely recommend you read if you were so inclined. And the 3rd part of this video is writing progress. So let's get into it. Let's start off with side quest. I'm going to move my chair a little bit over because I feel like I'm leaning, and I don't need to be leaning. I need to be in front of the camera. So yeah, let's talk about side quest and the reason my energy is low. And that is because, and I haven't said this on camera or in any kind of way, but I am no longer in a relationship. My former partner and I no longer live together. We are not in a relationship anymore. And that has been really hard because we were together for 5 years, and, you know, I won't get too much into the reasons why there was a breakup, but it was amicable, and just sometimes things like that don't work out, and it really sucks. And I spent a lot of the past 2 months like in the grieving process, and I would still say I'm like still in the grieving process. Like, I don't think it'll be over for a while. Like, this was basically my first relationship, and just, yeah, like, it's it's the worst pain I've ever felt. I know with time it'll get better. It just, man, like, there was no way I could have made a video for October, because it happened like early October, and yeah, just really sucked. But I want to move on from that. Some other fun things I did in October, not that I like how I said fun. I went to the Ren Fair with my sibling. It was very cute, nice, good time. The weather was perfect. I saw the bird show. It was very funny. And by the way, if you're going to the Ren Fair, I think maybe this weekend is the last weekend, or next weekend, or maybe if you go in the future, the 2 things you need to eat, by the way, are the smoked Gouda mac and cheese and funnel cake. If you had to pick one, just do the mac and cheese. You look very whimsical, you eat the mac and cheese, and then you go home. I've also been working on my pottery-arc. I have been like taking pottery classes at a local studio, and I've learned how to throw pots, or I mean, pots is a generous word. I'm going to say small things on the wheel. You'll see some of the things I've made on this shelf, but as well I will put them in pictures up here. Ooh, look at these pieces with varying levels of beauty and success. Honestly, I've been making a lot of Christmas gifts, so I'm not going to get to keep all of them, but perhaps I will immortalize them here in pictures. I'm really proud of most of them, and I say that because right now not all of them are out of the kiln, and I have no idea what they're going to look like when they come out, but at the moment I'm really proud of the things I have made. Yeah, I'm making a Christmas ball, and I hope it's going to look really great. Any other big side quests? I went to South Carolina with my family for Thanksgiving. We went to a place that I had gone a lot when I was a child to visit family, and that was good. And then also like a little bit of a December thing, but the semester has ended, and that means I only have one more semester of grad school left, which is so exciting to me because I am done with homework. I am ready to be done with group projects and assignments and grades. And I know my grades are all pass fail, but still, like, I am ready to be done and like have my evenings to myself. So I just got one more semester for that. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm getting my degree in my master's of information science. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's all for side quests. I mean, like, I also got a bookshelf, but I'm not putting books in it. I'm putting my shoes in it. I thought I was going to use it for my books, because clearly I need more space, but Crohan has decided that he loves to dig in my shoes, so I needed to have a different storage solution than just throw them in a bin and cover them with a blanket, because that wasn't working. So now they're, like, somewhat more inaccessible by cat. I hope it works. We will see. I think that's all I want to say for side quests. Let's move on to reading. I have 2 good books to talk about. What? I haven't had books to talk about in a long time. And I apologize if I've already mentioned this book before, but I don't remember. And it's called Imogen, obviously, by Becky Albertalli. It's been a while since I've like read the plot, but it has left a really lasting impression on me. Just like the way that Albertalli is writing conflict and self-discovery, and like, so this book is about a girl who, oh, you know what, I think I definitely have talked about this before, but like, I don't care because it's still a really good book and I think you should read it. But it's about this girl who is visiting her friend who just graduated high school, and so she is a senior in college, and she's visiting her friend who graduated last year, and it's spring break, and like she's getting like into this queer group of friends, and she's like questioning her whole identity, like what even is this? And she gets a crush on a girl in the group, and she's really confused, and it's basically her like discovering her bisexual identity and like grappling with, yeah, just like that self-discovery and like the road to acceptance. It's very messy, but it's so entertaining, and like the writing is excellent. I love Becky Albertalli. I will read anything she puts out. It's really good if you're looking for that kind of representation. And the other book I want to talk about is called Spear by Nicola Griffith. Like, this book has been on my TBR for a very long time, and I believe it was recommended in one of Brie Bonobo's videos. And if it's not Brie, I'm sorry for misattributing you. I didn't know what it was going into it, but it actually is a Percival and King Arthur retelling, but it's like everything is warped just a little bit, like the names are warped a little bit. And basically it's about this girl who is, her name is Spear, and she's like one of like the god-blessed objects. Like, she is like the god-blessed object, and she like finds spears, and she's hella good at the spear, and like she fights for Lancelot and Gawain and like all those other guys. So she pretends to be a man, and at some points her identity like is like masculine, and like she has relationships with women. This is definitely, I'm trying to say that there is a romance portion to this book, although that's not really the focus. She, like, the main character just happens to be in a relationship with Nimue, and like, yeah, it's a very interesting type of magic in this book. Like, there's discussions about Christianity, and it's a really short read, and I read the audiobook. It's very good. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks while I've been working at the pottery studio, like 5 hours at a time. So like, I've had a lot of time to listen to things, and I think I read Spear in 2 sittings. It was very good. I'm not really a book reviewer, so like, very good is normally all that I have to say about a book, but I would recommend it. It's very good. And now let's talk about writing progress. I am not sure where I left you last 2 months, but I'm sure I say that every video, and I'll figure it out, and if I repeat stuff, please forgive me. But I have given a good chunk, like 15,000 words-ish of Project Popstar to a beta reader, so I can like figure out, hey, did I do this right? Because it is a very difficult work for me to wrap my mind around, and I'm seeing like if my execution is working. So that is with a beta reader. I'm expecting to get it back a week from now. What is that, the 17th? and then I'll be like, see if I did it right. I hope I did. And as far as Project Faye goes, I was writing that in November for NATO, and I got about 3 chapters done. My goal was to write every single day in November for Project Faye, and I got to 25 days, which I think is not bad. And as far as like what happens with Project Faye going forward, some of you might remember that Project Popstar is a project co-created by me and my now former partner. Our plan moving forward is to continue to work on it, or perhaps to just give me full creative control in the future. So I don't think Project Faye is a project that I'm going to be leaving behind, but it's just in kind of like a fuzzy territory right now, and the plan is for us to continue to work on it in the future. It's not happening right now, and I'm just trying my best to work with what we had decided for what needed to happen next. And I am almost to the break into 3. I'm writing the chapter about the winter festival, and then like everything's gonna change, and it's super exciting. I'd love to hear about your writing progress, or any good books you've read, or any new things you've attempted in your life over the past 2 months, or even tell me how your NaNoWriMo went. I know a lot of you killed it, at least the people I've seen on the Troublemakers Discord, like amazing, show-stopping, forever impressed by you. Yeah, and I'd love to hear all about it in the comments down below. I'm not sure what my video schedule is going to be like going into December and the holidays, but I will be live streaming as long as I can on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern and Fridays at 2 p.m. I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, although I will say now that that schedule is going to change next semester because my classes are on Tuesday evening, so I'll keep you updated. And yeah, subscribe if you want to get those live streams right in your subscription feed, and you can come join me for some writing sprints, for some show and tell with some pottery, for some nice chatting. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Hello and welcome everyone to this monthly wrap-up. I have transmuted myself into a cat. Can't snap with that hand. Hold on. I'll just have to suffer like this for a while.